Welcome back. I'm glad that you've decided to continue with the conversation of people pleasing. Let's face it, sometimes you simply can't be nice. From the time we're small, we're told to share our toys or be nice. And even if somebody pulled your hair or punched you in the stomach and you're crying and they're a guest, but so you have to be nice and your feelings are not honored. We hear it too frequently when we tell children to go ahead and hug Auntie so and so, even though she might smell like alcohol, or Uncle such and such, who is a little too inappropriate in his enthusiasm of approaching you, if you know what I mean. Or even grandpa or grandma, they're just weird. Maybe they're going through Alzheimer's and the parents don't even know that there's something odd going on with their parents. But this kind of people pleasing is passed down from generation to generation. And we tell our kids that it's okay for people to break through our personal boundaries in order to accommodate someone else's feelings. When you're raising your kids, think about what it means to, not without words, but with your actions and your guidance, you're telling them what they're feeling doesn't really matter. They just need to fit into this little square box. While it's admirable to have people be unselfish because they truly care, there's a big difference between being way too kind and being a good person. When you are way too kind, way too nice, to the point where people are taking advantage of you, that's a problem. When we find that we're going out of our way to our own detriment, it becomes clear that there needs to be a change. So, how can you tell the difference between being a civilized, good person with excellent manners or good manners and being a people pleaser? Well, when you find that you're getting angry, resentful, or worse yet, you hate yourself for accepting a task, you hate yourself for being a doormat, you hate yourself and you talk negatively to yourself. You're not in your own corner anymore. That's when you know that being nice has gone too far. These unsettling feelings should be your first warning sign. They're telling you that it's time to take a step back and ask yourself, really honestly ask yourself, if doing a favor for someone or taking action that might be against your own standards to help them out. Ask yourself if this is genuinely what you want to do. Does this favor come with a personal cost that you don't want to pay? And do you want to keep paying this personal cost in your life? And how long will you keep paying that personal price? Because I have to tell you, unless you do something about it, you're going to continue doing this for the rest of your life. I want you to find out what it truly means to be a people pleaser. What are the signs? And then I want you to learn the fine art of changing your conditioning, changing your programming. claiming your own self, deciding how you want to live your life. I want you to learn that it's okay to put your needs first. I want you to also know deep down inside, in every cell of your being, that you matter. Your physical self matters. Your mental self matters. Your emotional self matters. Your spiritual self matters. Every aspect of your being matters and needs to be put first. Fill your bucket and then evolve into a fountain. And as a fountain, you'll be overflowing and others can fill their bucket just by being near you. And you know how that happens? By being around people who are fountains as well and are not draining you of your energy. I'm not saying dump everybody around you. I'm simply saying add different people around you. Then you'll decide who gets to stay in your sphere and who doesn't. It's inevitable. There'll be people who will just move away because you've become too independent, too confident, too healthy for their taste. So stick around and we're going to learn some more about people pleasing. See you on the next video. Bye-bye.